Hi everyone, welcome to my channel TCU for Olympiads and JEE. Today I am going to continue with my series binomial theorem, and this is 05 of this chapter. This is 05. Let's start. I think today we will move on with this question number 13. Let me use a different thing today. Question 13. This is 13 and the 13th question for today and the first question of this video. 13th question of this series. The coefficient of x to the power n in the expansion of this is we have to find out. Let's see how we can solve the question. One may pause the video and try this question out. I am moving on with the solution. The answer is option B. Let's see how it comes. Those who are correct, comment below that question 13 correct, and those who are wrong, do comment that question 13 incorrect. Don't shame yourself in doing so. Okay. Let's see how one can solve this question. First of all, one can easily see the options and just tick mark option B, because the x to the power n coefficient is needed to find out whose this x to the power n minus 1's coefficient is our x to the power I am writing here x to the power n minus 1 multiplied by 1, coefficient of x to the power n minus 1 multiplied by 1, then there will be a plus sign, and coefficient of x to the power n multiplied by another one. This is the process here. Now if n is odd, then one case, and if n is even, then another case, which is why this minus 1 to the power n exists here. But let me first use odd case. If n is odd, let's say n is odd. Let's first solve it in the case that n is odd. If n is odd, then x to the power n minus 1 coefficient of this will be this coefficient. First of all, if n is odd, then there will be a negative sign here. This negative sign will be present, and then the coefficient will be n c n minus 1, which is n. So there will be a minus n here. Okay, if n is odd, then there will be a minus n, and then plus x to the power n. Right? This will be the thing. Here 1. So the coefficient multiplied by this x, so all time n comes, so 1 minus n. Wait a minute, I am going wrong somewhere. Sorry, I took this even case. I was myself very much wrong. If n is odd, then n minus 1 must be even, and minus of anything to the power even will be a positive integer. So there here will be a plus sign and here will be a minus sign, because here n is odd and any odd power of negative thing is minus. So I just made a very silly error here. Please do consider it. Okay, now this part is must not be there. Now I can write this as n minus 1. If n is odd, then n minus 1. I was just wondering why 1 minus n came here. It must not come. If n is even, then we will have x to the power n minus 1 multiplied by x, which is nothing but x to the power n, and then there will be another x to the power n multiplied by 1. And let's see what are the coefficients of both of these. Here see, if n is even, n minus 1 is odd, and since n minus 1 is odd, a negative power to the minus of x whole to the power n minus 1 will be negative. This is a simple thing. So here it will be negative minus n, and there will be a plus 1. So this will come out to be 1 minus n. Okay, 1 minus n will come out. N even, n odd case done. Now see, if in case if two cases arise that even and odd, then one thing one must remember, that the answer must be of the form minus 1 to the power n multiplied by something. Minus 1 to the power n multiplied by the thing when n is even. And this simple situation and this simple solution comes, this simple condition, I must say, this is to be a condition. This simple condition arises just when, if in case of odd we get one thing and in case of even we get another thing which is just the negative of the previous one, like we have got here. Both are just the additive inverse of each other, and so we can just easily write this thing without much thinking. If it was not like this, we must think of some other form which is just application of mental work at that point of time. Okay, now we are able to solve this question. I am just repeating. First of all, we manipulated the expression and felt that multiplying x with x to the power n minus 1 and multiplying 1 with x to the power n will come out, will give the same result. I then took the case of n is odd and then n is even and solved the things to find the answer, and then just write the answer in a simple form. Now moving on to question 14, the second question for today. This is a very tricky one. One may find it tricky only because it requires some manipulations which is very much it may look but very much so clumsy and disgusting, but it will be a very nice answer. Means I can say the after solving it will be very good to solve. Let's start with the solution. Third term is given 84, fourth term is given 280, fifth term is given 560. This is the only thing we are given and we have to find x, a and n. Let's see how we can approach this question. First of all, we need the basic approach to every question. That is, first write the terms. X to the power n minus 3 multiplied by a to the power 3. This is the fourth term. I have first of all written the fourth term. Sorry. This is the fourth term. Now third term I am writing here. Okay, now this is x to the power n minus 2 multiplied by a square, which is equals to 84. Now NC4, that is the fifth term I am writing. Yeah, this x went very much. Okay, I am rubbing this. Let's rub. Now x to the power n minus 4 multiplied by a to the power 4, which is equals to 560. Now let's use these three equations to solve three variables. We need three equations to solve three variables. We have three equations, we need to solve for three variables. Now let's see how we can solve these equations. First let's try to, this is as 1, this is 1, this is 2 and this is 3. Now first of all divide 2 by 1. Dividing 2 by 1. Dividing 2 by 1, we will get an equation that is n minus 2 by 3 multiplied by a by x, which is equals to 280 by 84, which is 10 by 3. I divided both of the things by 28. Okay. This part I wrote NC3 by NC2, means n factorial gets cancelled. N minus 2 by n minus 3, where n minus 2 remains. n minus 3 is in the denominator and n minus 2 is again in the denominator, which comes as the numerator, and n by 2 n minus 2 remains, and the other things 2 factorial by 3 factorial, the 3 factorial dominates, and this process does not need explanation much, because one can just write the step by step. One can easily get to this result. I am not going that much step by step, or else the video will become too large, which I don't want at all. 3 by 2. Now I am just giving you how to solve. Calculation is up to yourself, or else this thing will not be so easy and so called short video. And I want short video, because that 30 minutes 40 minutes video is not at all beneficial. It makes the students bored somewhat. Now this is equals to 2. Let this is the fourth equation. Now fifth equation. Let's divide 4 by 5 now. This question will be a bit longer one, I know. 3 questions a video is you can know how much large it must be if the questions are good. Then multiplying this by 4 by 3, which is equals to 10 by 6. 10 by 6, right? Now this cancels with this as 2, this cancels with this as 5. So what will be? 4n minus 8 is equals to 5n minus 15, which is n will be equals to 7. We got the value of n. Now it's simpler, a bit simpler now. Now we just need to write 5 by 3 multiply, putting in equation 4. We will have 10 by 3. Now this cancels with this as 2. So a is equals to 2x. A is equals to 2x. Now putting a is equals to 2x in equation 5. Okay, a is equals to 2x. If we put in equation 5, will it be beneficial? I don't think so. Let's put a is equal to 2x in equation 3. We haven't used equation 3 yet, so now it's the time to use it. 7c4 multiplied by x to the power 3 multiplied by 2x to the power 4 is nothing but 560. Is equals to, I have not written the equals to, I am just writing it now. Okay, 7c4, 7 into 6 into 5 by divided by 6. 3 factorial is 6, so 6 cancels here, multiplied by x to the power 7 in, and then there will be 2 to the power 4, which is 16. This is equals to 560. Now let's cancel this 7 with this 560 to be 80. Now this 5 and 16 means 80, so this 80 also cancels with this, so x will remain to be 1. X is equals to 1, so a is equals to 2. So everything is solved. I am just pointing out which are the solutions. Here we got n is equals to 7. Here we got x equals to 1 and a is equals to 2. These are the answers. Now I am just revising a bit, just for your convenience. First of all, we wrote the 3 equations. We divided 2 by 1, got a equation. We divided 3 by 2, got a equation. We used 3 here once, and another use of 3 will be here. I forgot this use of 3. Here will be a 4 divided by 5. On dividing this, we will get the value of n. Then putting the value of n in equation 4, we will get a is equal to 2x. Putting a is equal to 2x in equation 3, we will get x equals to 1 and a is equals to 2, and our answer is done. With this, now moving on to our next question. Let's close this part. Yeah, this is our third question and question number 15 of our series. Third question for today, question number 15 of our series. Coefficient of x to the power minus 1 here. Let's see. This is a good question. This is another good question. Previous one was already a good question. First one was a little easy, a bit simpler. Now let's start how to solve this question. Answer for this question is, pause the video and try the question. I am exposing the answer. Answer is 2, 3, 2. Those who are correct, comment below question 15 correct. Those who are wrong, comment below question 15 incorrect. Don't feel shy in commenting. Now let's start with the solution. First of all, I am just dividing the equation into 3 different terms just for our convenience only. See now, there is power 8 here. Then we have plus multiplied by 3x square. We need to find the coefficient, so x term will not be of any use here, but the powers of x will be of much use. 1 plus x whole to the power 8, and then we have x to the power 4 multiplied by x plus 1 by x whole to the power 8. Let's see. Not x plus 1 by x, it will be 1 plus 1 by x. Okay, I am rubbing. It may take time. Okay, I have rubbed it. There will be 1 plus 1 by x whole to the power 8. Now, just let's solve the question. Here, in the first term, 1 plus 1 by x whole to the power 8. Here, the first term, not the first term, here the second term, where r is equal to 1, the second term will only have x to the power minus 1. So, in case of second term, we will write nc1, 8c1. So, 8c1 means 8. The coefficient involved in this term will be 8. Then we have to add 3 multiplied by, now see, there is x square there, means we need to find 1 by x cube, means x to the power minus 3 term from 1 plus 1 by x whole to the power 8, which will be nothing but the fourth term. Fourth term will be the thing, means x to the power minus 3 variable term, which is nothing but fourth term's coefficient will be 8c3. Then we have to add another. There is x to the power 4. So we need to find 1 by x to the power minus 1 by x to the power 5 or x to the power minus 5, which is the sixth term of the expression. So we can write here another 8c, not 6, it must be 5. This is a confusing part of binomial theorem. Now I can write this. This is equals to 8 plus 3 into 56 plus 56. Right. Now this must be equals to 232. One can solve the question. Means the addition just. This must be equals to 232 and our answer is done. So I am ending the video here. Just let me revise this part in case revision is required. Now I just wrote divided the expression into 3 terms, then found x to the power minus 1 coefficient from each term and just added it. This was our motto here. And now our last thing, the note of thanks, which is there. Thank you for watching the video till the end. Thank you very much once again. I am ending the video here.